Back with more Angel. This is, hopefully, episode 2 of season 3. I've had a lot of people message me and comment and stuff like that, telling me that sometimes online the episodes of Angel, these two, because they were filmed in a different order, but aired in, opposite ends. I believe episode 3 was shot second in this season, and episode 2 was shot third. So the production codes are wrong, and that means sometimes they're posted online in like the wrong order and stuff when you watch them. So I think I've got the right episode 2. I think this is correct. So thank you to everyone who let me know that in advance. But yeah, either way, whatever this episode ends up being, I am very excited to carry on with this season, see what's going to happen next. I loved the premiere, I thought it was fantastic. And yeah, that ending with Darla is quite something. So that's going to be a big thing. I don't know exactly when, but we'll have to wait and see. But it's just nice having the whole gang kind of back together and seeing this kind of new dynamic with Fred in the mix as well. Yeah, I think this season's got off to such a good start. I can't wait to see where things are going to go next. So let's get into it.
You remember forks, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Who could forget? Fork, pitchfork, fork it over, fork in a road. When I'm not ready to take yet.
That's fair.
Excuse me.
Oh, you.
I suggest you piss off.
Yeah.
Is there a problem? No, no problem.
Yes, his name's Gavin.
No. Good to see you out and about.
It is, isn't it? Out and about. I've been forking with guns.
Oh no. Ooh.
Did it have 4 or 5 claws?
5.
You're certain?
Oh shit.
Pretty certain.
We can rule out Wolverine then.
H is a fascinating letter. Helicopters, helium, helmets, hernias.
Did you happen to notice herbs in one drinks?
I did. Oh, there are 5 herbal
I love
in
her.
Chinatown. I'm fine.
I'm not leaving until you open the door. I mean it, Cordelia. Open up.
I like that she knew there was something wrong with him in the premiere, and now he knows something's up with her.
See?
We're looking for an ancient coin.
Okay.
Oh, so you think some fancy flipping and a little hollering can intimidate guys like us?
There we have it.
Okay, that creeps me out. You take the firm, I'll take the old man.
That's right, old man. Beat up the elderly. What a fantastic message.
I'd love to have you on my team.
Your team.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Let me tell you something about your team, Lindsay. He sacrificed his flesh and blood for this company. Literally had his hand cut off, fighting against Angel. What are you doing? Building code violations.
I'm fighting Angel in my own way.
Yeah, but he's really terrified. In your stomach note, like in 5th grade when I saw Grayson Wells and I just knew we'd go steady, and even though we never did, looking back on it, it feels like we did. Is it like that?
Oh.
Okay, time to...
Grayson has poor taste.
Bye. We'll have to...
Uh-oh.
You all right?
She's not alright. Oh god. Oh no! Oh!
Oh, God.
I agree.
If Cordelia's receiving visions from the powers that be, they're being communicated somehow. Maybe we could figure out the frequency and trace the calls.
Yes, of course. Well done, Fred. Gunn, I need you and Fred to go to the hotel and get me some books. I'll make a list. We need to
I'm pretty sure I've fallen in love with Fred.
You find
I want the key and I want an L.
Which key might that be?
Dawn?
This should only take a moment.
Uh-oh. Hello. That is so gross. Oh.
She'll kill exterminator. You can't come in with fumigating. In the middle of the night? I don't think so. I need you to get some of them books out of Wes's office, okay? You'll be okay. just need to talk to this nice man. All right, you got 30 seconds to show me a work order before I start doing some exterminating my damn self.
Then you might be able to use Cordelia in order to trace the calls back to the powers.
Way outside my area of expertise, I should caution. Hey, who knew William Shatner could sing?
If I lose the visions, I wouldn't be able to help you anymore. You wouldn't need me.
Oh, that's not true.
That's not why I need you. All right, princess. Like I told you earlier, you shouldn't even feel a thing. You ready? See if we can reach out and touch someone.
Oh, I was about to take the piss out of the hat, and now I kind of like it. This episode's gross. Whoa, shit! Oh no, is it gonna burn her?
Cordy? Cordy!
Fucking hell. So it's that guy doing it? You suck! So do you.
I think she got the message.
Oh.
Is Laura going to be okay?
It's fine.
Oh, she's concerned about him.
Am I just a horrible person? Because I know I can be snippy sometimes.
Oh.
Because you're bad. If anything, it's because you're strong. Stronger than you realize.
I tried to be brave. I did. But I'm just scared now.
Oh.
Scared all the time.
I can't blame you for that.
I mean, look at me.
Oh, give her a hug.
The visions aren't from the powers.
Oh, sure, sweetheart. Steal my thunder.
Mhm.
Next time you can be the one who gets thrown across the room. Who wants to get to you? Who has the sizable resources? And who'd be willing to mess up a pretty face like Cordelia's?
This bitch. She's to pour a smoothie or something like a
Get in here.
cold drink or ice cream into that guy's brain and give him brain freeze.
I do this for you, and you stop sending Cordy the killer visions.
No. You'll do this for me because I tell you to. Just for the record, those little skin problems on what's her name when intended, just an unfortunate little side effect.
That's right.
And you will help her.
Don't get too cocky because you got the big job.
So the Chinese guy and the Boyle guy.
Also aligned with the forces of good.
Damn. So hard to tell these days. Now there's
Oh.
little hell pins or something.
This should take you there. Bring you back.
Symbolism. Whoa! Inception. Uh-oh. I mean, you've been to hell. Surely it can't be as bad as that. Oh! Oh.
Bye. Bye.
Got
So,
a cool design.
live in here, Skip?
No, I commute.
How come he's not screaming in pain?
Oh, he is. My will prevents him from being heard. I mean, there's only so many, oh my God, pain, please make it stop, you can listen to before it starts to bug the crap out of you.
See your point.
Charming.
Guess we'll just have to agree to
Oh!
disagree.
Oh. Oh dear.
Sorry about this.
Oh. Hello. And you are?
You're a remarkable man, Angel.
Yeah, and you're an evil bitch.
Oh. Oh. Yay.
Wesley, it worked.
I mean, he looks evil. He looks like he should have been burning for eternity. No offense to the guy. Oh! Ha! I mean, you gotta make sure.
Don't you come at me through Cordelia ever again. You play that card a second time, I'll kill you.
Yes! That's right. So they didn't go with my brain freeze idea. But, you know, it worked.
What if that guy you freed is someone or something that's truly terrible? What if Minhart won this time and it's all my fault?
It's not about winning, Cordelia, it's about what's at stake. And in this particular scenario, you were way more important than winning. I let that guy set free. I did what I had to do. Just deal with the consequences when they happen.
It's probably Lucifer or something, wasn't it? Is this Star again?
I've tried everything and I can't get rid of it, so I ask you, what is this thing living inside of me?
It's cool. There's like a mystery to like how this is possible as well. Oh! That bodes well.
I cannot help you. No man can.
I guess there's only one thing left to do. Time to go visit Daddy.
That'll be joyous. Okay, that was another amazing episode. There's something about season 3 so far that is just speaking to me. I've really liked these first 2 episodes a lot. I like that we had like this whole episode kind of dedicated to Cordelia's visions and how they've been affecting her. And even though it was kind of more so in this case, it was Lila and all that doing it to Cordelia. You know, it doesn't take away from the fact that the visions are still getting worse, like the regular ones and the powers that be. So I did like how they could kind of explore that idea and kind of make it known to everyone just how bad it's getting with Cordelia in these visions. But they also could kind of do like a fake out with that story as a means of bringing Lila and Wolfram and Hart back into the show. So I really like how that was all handled and how that was all done. It was great to kind of have an episode really focusing on that, because that was kind of a big worry I had, was Cordelia and these visions and her relationship with them. So it's still very much a problem that I think needs to be solved, but they are addressing it and I'm really glad they are. And it's another way of highlighting, I think, how essential Cordelia is to the group and how much she's grown and everything. You know, she's aware that sometimes she can make like snappy comments and stuff like that, and she still thinks deep down that she's a bad person even after all this time and everything she's done. And besides that, she still wants to help people. And when she like woke up after she got like burnt and everything, her first concern was if Lorne was okay. You know, she's grown and changed so much, and just seeing how far Angel is willing to go just to make her feel better, even if the consequences are crazy and awful. If it makes Cordelia better, he'll do it. Give in to Lila's demands. Like Wesley and Gunn and even Fred, you know, working to kind of look after her, and Lorne coming into it as well. I really liked his little role in the episode as a means to them working out that Lila was actually behind it. I thought that was very clever. And Fred's idea that, you know, they could like trace the call, so to speak. Genius. This was another episode that's kind of showing how some people fit into this team. You know, Cordelia brings the visions, but that's not exactly, you know, the role she needs to play, because even without them, Angel, as Angel said, you know, he still needed her. And I love that. They just have such a beautiful dynamic with Angel and Cordelia. I love that that's kind of had a real focus in these first 2 episodes. So I really loved all the exploration of that, and Fred coming up with this idea just shows what she can bring to the team. You know, these kind of slightly more obscure ways of thinking, I guess, because of just how her brain works now. That might come up with some more interesting ideas and solutions to seemingly impossible problems, I feel like. And she just seemed so pleased when they were like, oh, that's a really good idea. So I'm in love with Fred, it is true. I adore her, and she's been in it for like, what? Is it 3 episodes? Maybe 4? I can't remember if she was in the very first, like, Pioneer one or not. She might have been. But she hasn't been around very long, and I already love her. A lot of that, I think, is Amy Acker, who's just fantastic. And I love watching her, but she's just such an adorable character, and I love the presence she kind of has, and the kind of innocence, I think, is so endearing to all these characters who kind of have like dark and disturbing pasts and moments. It's kind of nice to have that changed up a bit with Fred's character, so I really love her a lot. She's getting very close to being cinnamon roll territory. And yeah, I adore her. She was great, and hopefully we can continue to kind of explore her character a lot more. It's nice that she does seem to be part of the team. She's adorable. And yeah, the idea, I know it was kind of fake in the end and it was all orchestrated by Lila, but I liked the idea of like physical manifestations of these visions. I didn't enjoy that quite a bit. Obviously not to watch Cordelia suffer like that, because that was awful, and just shows how much I kind of really care about her. Seeing her to suffer like that is awful. And Charisma Carpenter always plays that kind of thing so well. So that idea of like visions kind of getting worse to a point where they can like physically affect someone, I liked that idea a lot actually. I kind of liked them exploring that, even if it was ultimately like Lila behind all of that. So yeah, we got more of Gavin, who seems to be like a new kind of, you know, lawyer threat, but he's going to go a more maybe behind the scenes, more actual like lawyery way, I guess, of trying to take Angel down, like getting the hotel taken away from them or whatever. So we'll see where that goes. I can't say I'm too excited about the idea. Ooh, good court case in Angel. Yeah, I mean Suits is one of my favourite shows of all time. But I can't say of all the stories going on, Gavin and his court documents and his printer shutting down isn't the most exciting plot right now. So we'll see where they go with it. But it's interesting to have like another rival lawyer for like for Lila to kind of go up against and take the piss out of mainly. Because I really liked Lila in this episode. She was very conniving and evil and manipulative. I really liked her a lot. She stepped up to the plate as being like a big threat for Angel. I loved how ruthless she kind of was in this episode. I mean, that guy with the weird brain thing was gross. I recognise the actor from something. I don't know exactly what, but I do recognise him. I think he's obviously a lot younger there. And yeah, that was kind of disgusting. Like, a lot of the effects in this episode were gross. Like that demon with all the boils and... no thank you. But yeah, I did really enjoy what Lila brought to like the role of like the villain of the episode, really, and I can't wait to see more of her if she's going to be like that. I think she's a very effective opponent against Angel. Obviously, I think part of her is still very scared of Angel, like when he threatened her at the end and a couple of times throughout the episode. So I think that's kind of making her aware that she needs to change tactics a bit, especially now that guy is dead, that, you know, brain guy. He's brain dead. And that could be interesting to kind of see her negotiate new ways of trying to battle Angel. So I do think at times Lindsay really... He went with his heart rather than his head on a lot of occasions. That's ultimately why I think he chose to leave Wolfram and Hart. He's like, oh, Angel made me mad. I'm going to ram him with my truck and see how that goes. I feel like Lila is a bit more considerate, will take a step back and actually think and plan things out a lot more. So that's an interesting kind of new main lawyer villain, I guess. And if like strategies like this don't exactly always pay off, I mean, she did get the guy she wanted in the end, which I imagine is going to come back to haunt her somehow. I'm very interested in seeing where that's going to go. But at the same time, you know, Angel still kind of threatened her and went up to her on a few occasions, so she might need to change tactics a bit, which could lead her to work with Gavin. I think, is Gavin his name? Can't remember if it was Gavin or Gareth. I think it's Gavin. So she could ultimately work with him. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see where that all goes. But Lila was so ruthless in this episode. Really loved her a lot. So I can't wait to see what else she's going to have up her sleeve this season. And yeah, the whole idea of like that prisoner that Angel had to go and save in order for Cordelia's visions to kind of stop from Lila. I thought that was an interesting idea, and just showing how far and how willing Angel is prepared to go. Loved all of that. Such a sweet dynamic that those two have. And yeah, that prisoner, I imagine we might find out a bit more about him. It'd be a bit weird if we just never pick up on that story again and they just saved like apparently an innocent man. I feel like he was supposed to be there. So I imagine we're going to get a bit more of that, which would be exciting, because I always like it when they explore the kind of consequences of Angel's actions in that way, and the moral grey areas of it, especially with like the people they stole the coin and the key from ended up being on like the side of good as well. So again, like moral grey stuff there. Angel saying, "Oh, it gets harder and harder to tell." That was really funny. I like that. It could have just been so easy for them to be like, "Oh yeah, those guys are villains, and they're like protecting these like evil objects, but you need them to get to this dimension." But the fact that we kind of had to beat them up or sometimes even kill them, I don't think we actually saw everything that went down, especially with him getting the key. But the idea that, you know, he's done some bad things to people who are actually on the side of good, they don't need to do that, but I like that they do, because that's kind of the whole thing with Angel is being morally grey at times. So I really, really enjoyed that a lot. And yeah, Skip, I thought was actually a lot of fun. I liked the actor playing him, and the design of him was really, really cool. So that was a neat little dynamic that him and Angel kind of established in like one brief scene. So I liked that little kind of sequence as well. He was cool. And then that ending with Darla again. It is kind of cool to kind of follow Darla on like her own little journey. Seemingly at the end of every episode, it would be kind of cool if they keep doing that. Although she seems to be heading back to Angel now, so it might not last forever. But I do like this, and the fact that, because I wasn't sure at the end of the last episode if vampires could have kids or not. Apparently they actually can't, and Angel did say that to Buffy at some point. So this baby shouldn't have happened, and I like the mystery behind why that is, and even that guy with his weird stuff couldn't work that out. So I liked that. I thought that was interesting to find out, you know, how did this come about? How is this happening? I really, really like that idea, and I can't wait for them to explore that a bit more, especially now Darla seems to be coming home to Daddy. So I imagine she'll be back in the mix with Angel and everything soon, and he'll find out that he's going to be dead, which should be quite something. So I really, really like that idea, and seeing where they're going to go with that whole mystery of how is Darla pregnant. Yeah, just a really, really great episode again this season. These first two have been phenomenal. I've really, really enjoyed them a lot. And I can't wait to see, hopefully, that continue for more episodes this season. Just really, really good stuff so far. Loved the focus on Cordelia and her visions. Lila was really ruthless as a villain, and I really can't wait to see her again. And yeah, just the whole group dynamic I think is really cool, and I like what Fred is also bringing to it as well, and Lorne on top of all that. Wesley and Gunn had some funny lines, as they always do. And yeah, the dynamic between Angel and Cordelia, I love that they explored that, and just show how important she really is to him and the whole team, even without the visions. Seeing how kind of selfless Angel was in his actions to save Cordelia, how selfless Cordelia is in still being willing, even if she wants to get rid of them, still being willing to kind of keep them, to help people. I love that they kind of explored those sides to these characters and how important they really are, how far they've come since Buffy Season 1. Just so, so good. Really, really love this episode a lot. And yeah, this season, nailing it so far. I can't wait to see where they go from here. But yeah, until my next reaction, which will be, I think, to the next episode of Angel. I think it's episode 3 next in the next cycle. Then we start Buffy Season 6. But yeah, loving this season so far. Can't wait for more. And until my next reaction, thanks for watching.